You know, one thing I didn't really address was how low my era score is. That's the thing about doing this challenge, is for the rest of the game, the target I've got to hit every era, it's like negligible. Whoa! I can finally get an admiral. Oh, that took a while. Luckily, it's actually the battleship admiral, so we should have a pretty useful one in our combat. In theory, if we can find them. Oh, there they are. There we go. Now, there's a lesson you need to learn. All pillaging is good pillaging. However, whenever you're about to start pillaging, you need to have a look and see if it's worth changing a government round. It normally always is, especially if you're going to pillage something that gives you gold. Now, the problem is if I go next to an encampment or a city centre, so anything that exerts a zone of control is kind of a good way to think about it, but city centres and encampments give visibility and they will, well, your privateer will get blasted out of the water immediately. So we're going to pillage from a bit of a distance. Like, I can't go through that campus. I could go through this improvement and this improvement and this improvement as long as I stay away. Would be really good though if I could put the raid card in. I'm going to do that because it's 495 gold. That's basically one turn's worth of gold. Press gangs are still fine. Professional army, don't need that anymore. Retinues, don't need that anymore. We're all good. Raid goes in. Naval infrastructure, good. Vessel banking, Machiavellianism, all of that is just lovely stuff. But I could now put in Republican legacy. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. It just makes all of your cities that much more likely to be happy. And if they're happy, they gave you better yields on everything. Here we go. Now I can raid. I should be starting to accumulate faith from doing this. Lovely. 230. We're going to go for Mary Catherine Goddard. It's 8,700. It's quite a lot. But +1 level of diplomatic visibility with all other civilizations. Well, that in itself is wonderful. +3 combat strength. And I'm going to send another spy over and give myself more combat strength. I've got one, stealing tech. That's probably all I need to do. 2,000 gold stolen from siphon funds. More importantly, did I get the promotion? Did I do it? No. Steal tech though. Okay, so we could steal tech at a higher level. That's not bad actually. When you're moving your privateers around, remember they need 3 movement to perform a coastal raid, but it ends the turn when they do it. And have a 232 faith. The more I tech up, the more I get civics, the quicker I'll level that up. Here come the battleships. Now, as mentioned before, whilst all of their empire is here, we're going to go for this little island. This is my little staging ground. If I can take this island, claim the cities, I'm going to have 4 in a very small space of land, and that should do nicely for me. Just need to find where the city centre is. There it is. How much damage am I likely to do? Yeah, not much at the moment. My battleships are not leveled. I have no cards in that will help this, but I'm thinking about it. If I get Wars of Religion, that should help because I follow someone else's religion, I believe. Yes, I follow Catholicism. So that would give me, with Wars of Religion, 4 combat strength. These are the sort of multipliers you need to find. Plus, I did notice my military ally appears to have decided to not be my military ally, which I don't like. Get back here, you rascal. Do I want a tech boost or 2,400 gold? Let's not ask that question. It's a silly question. Gold. Every time gold. Now, this admiral actually powers up battleships, but I can never remember if he actually applies to battleships because he doesn't apply to ironclads. Yes, he does. I had it in my head that maybe he wouldn't, and I couldn't really clarify that in my head, but I'm glad that he does. Okay, good. Right, all my battleships are now in line. I'm getting that +5 bonus. The steel walls are going to make this a little bit problematic, but don't forget, whilst my fleets attack with 85 power, I'm going to get, I think, another +17 when they get 2 promotions. So I'm hoping that will level up very quickly. Plus, if I can get a +4 from Wars of Religion, that's good. If my spy can give me more, that in itself will be good as well. It's like they're building an encampment. That's not good. I was hoping for an industrial zone to pillage, but what can you do? 466 gold. Oh, it does not take many pillages for these privateers to pay for themselves, like over and over. 30 gold per turn from a trade route now. Pretty good. Hey, these trade routes are good. I like having an ally. It's my favorite thing. Let's go for a coal power plant. Look at this. Venetian arsenal is beginning to get built much quicker now. 14 turns. Yes. It's why I love playing Germany so much. You forget just how much production a good Hansa placement can provide for wonder building, especially if there's a bunch of industrial city-states on the map. Very handy. Love it. Love to see it. Do you see what I'm doing here? If I didn't have the ironclad, I'm actually using the admiral to sight the city, which is quite handy. It means the battleship's can attack at range. I love attacking with battleships. Frigates are good. Don't get me wrong. I like a frigate attack. There's a lot of joy there, but something about battleship range just causes me infinite joy. 5. Okay. Now, remember privateers don't have zone of control. As long as you've got enough movement, you can slide your way into a harbour, have a cheeky pillage, and then move away so the city can't see you, because naval raiders cannot be seen unless there is an adjacent adjacent unit, city centre, or an encampment next to it. Just sliding on in. I was hoping that would be a mine, but it's not. Just be another chunk of faith. But hey, you don't say no to the faith. Mary Catherine Goddard loves the faith. Mongolia is doing an absolutely stunning job, by the way, of keeping all of Gran Colombia's attention focused on them by putting all of these cuirassiers and cavalry in these sort of... I mean, these are pointless wave attacks, by the way. It's so inefficient and so rubbish. But what Gran Colombia is having to do is move all of their units over. It's quite amusing, really. This city will give itself some power once the power turns on. And this industrial zone actually applies to all of my northern cities as well. But I'm going to get a shipyard in, because then I'll have Venetian arsenal, and then I can really print boats. Stop asking for my book. The Art of War is all I need. How do you think I'm fighting this battle, Marley? I'm using nothing but Art of War tips. Let me read some of them for you. Hang on, right, let me just find the Art of War. Where is it? Yeah, oh yes, here we go. Sorry, if I just look very carefully, do you see this writing? It looks a little bit faded, but my eyes are really good. I can really see this writing. I have eyes like a hawk. Let me just read this for you. To win a war, one must not lose the war. One must instead win. Wise words. That's why I'm doing so well. Oh, for God's sake, what are you doing, you spy? Oh... Gran Colombia's too good at this. Well, that's another spy dead. Oh well, I will not cry for you. Oh, play with spies, they said. It's really fun, they said. That was over a 90% chance. Yes, I know counter spies don't get put into that, but like, come on. Just take my frustration out with some pillaging. Actually, to be fair, I'm getting a whole bunch of pillaging going on. The amount of gold that I'm producing is colossal. My industry is being turbocharged at home. There we go, look at that. All of our boats are leveling up. We're gonna take our time here. I've got all the time in the world to destroy this city. Oh, hello. There's a lot of pillaging stuff over here. We've got 2 harbors, a campus. Is that a government plaza? Certainly is. Oh, Gran Colombia, you really shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. All right, let's get it in. Press gangs, actually, I've upgraded beyond this point because battleships are just too strong. But Wars of Religion, let me tell you, that is a good card. That is a very good card, and we are going to enjoy this. Now, I'm not actually going to shoot with it this turn, typically, but as you can see, if I were to attack with my Ironclad, Wars of Religion, +4. It always helps. That's like a 3 promotion for our battleships. But there we go. Bombardment has been given very Simpson style to all of my battleships. So that is an equivalent +11 bonus I've just got with those 2 things being added in, and you can just see the amount of wall damage difference that does. Very good. As I say, all my pillaged gold at the moment I'm using just to improve my infrastructure. I'll get an aquarium there very soon. That'll help to spread a bit of happiness to all of my central cities. Could do mausoleum, thinking about it. Wouldn't be a worst idea in the world. How much science am I going to get? 232? 235 now. Oh, that's well over a turn's worth of science. That's very good. This is a spy. I'm going to send you to Gran Colombia. Honestly, doesn't matter where I send you. All I want is just a city that's like far away. I'm not going to get to very quickly. I'm going to, I can get there pretty quickly. So 4 turns is pretty good. I'll take 5 because that city's ages away. That'll give me a nice +3 combat strength, which I will take. Intelligence agency. All right, that's good. Guess where you're going. I'm going to this rubbish city. There's no way there'll be a counter spy over there. No way. Intelligence agency also means that all of my operations have a higher chance of success. So hopefully what the game is going to start doing now is actually give me a break and let me get some projects successfully, because my spies are everywhere and honestly they're rubbish. Nothing's happening. Gonna grab Nalanda again. Buenos Aires. Hey, it's just a few more pieces of happiness. It actually seemed to be quite effective last time I had them. And yeah, no, they've even got a luxury that I haven't got. So even that by itself is a wonderful thing. Oh, I've got to be careful of these units. That unit will reveal where my boat is. So I've got to be a little bit careful here, but it's fine. We're still doing huge amounts of pillaging. And I've just realized I can afford another university. Huzzah! Let's try this new battleship salvo. 1 attack. 2 attacks. 3, and the city wall, the city actually has no defense. I don't even need to take the walls out. The Ironclad will do the rest. Pasto is taken, and for the first time, my warlord's throne kicks into action, and every city in my empire now has a beautiful 20% production. Hopefully, we do this right. At no point in this game will we lose that bonus. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how that plays out, but that's the aim anyway. Let's bring Victor over just to give me a little bit of defense in the area. It's good when that happens. And Embrasia, that'll be wonderful. Defense, I don't need defense logistics. Let's give Pingala instead. Space initiative for later? Maybe. Actually, I'll do Harbour Master instead for Rainer. That's good. A little bit more gold. We like gold. It's like the villain in Austin Powers, isn't it? I like gold. We've got to wait until a Dutch playthrough for that one, but it's a reference. It's a very... Is that Naughty's reference? Oh my lord, is it Naughty's? It might even be Naughty's, or is it not? Is that the one that might have been in... I don't know. I'm rambling. It's that stage of the game where I'm going into my sort of happy place, which is just the general bombardment of Gran Colombia. See how quickly these battleships tear down the walls. 96 strength now. I think, yeah, it's 106 strength when they all get promoted, so that'll be pretty good. But already, we're doing some very decent damage here. I like that. I like that a lot. Another 2,448 gold. It's lovely to see, really, isn't it? Absolutely lovely to see. Ace Driver. There you go. That hopefully makes the spy nigh on unkillable. Now that I've said that, of course, they will die imminently. So, you know, you're welcome, everybody that predicts these things. But what can I say? Oh, I'm not going to have enough time to get Goddard. Mali, just on the casual, 37 merchant points per turn. Always love having Mali in the game. If I could focus on faith pillaging, maybe I could get this through, but I'd have a lot of faith pillaging to do. And honestly, it doesn't look like there's a lot of plantations and things around on the coast anyway. We'll just sail up a little bit. I'll pillage this on the way, like that, and then like this. No, it's a little bit barren for that sort of stuff. I mean, luckily we've got all kinds of other pillaging, so this isn't a problem really, but never mind. Oh, you know what? I can actually get Singapore out of this war, just in case I needed more era score. I needed so little this era. It was so funny. Oh yeah, research labs now. Nice. Yes, that'll help massively. Let's get flight as well, and we can get planes in the sky. Field cannon armies. Yeah, and planes. There's a good chance that Gran Colombia is going to chuck some planes at us soon. I've taken the tech lead over, but they're right with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 salvos, and the ironclad simply skips from city to city. Another one taken. We get ever closer. Look at this. Beautiful. I think we make landfall on this city, Angostura. That gives me good capacity to then attack Santa Marta, I believe. I love the fact there's a neighborhood randomly on a little island. It's cute. I mean, it's pillaged now. Not so cute anymore, but it was cute. I guess that's probably the better term for that. Another spy. I mean, you know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to go exactly back to where we were with the site of our last death and give it another crack. I have to just watch our battleships hit. There is a slight chance that one of these, like, Spec Ops armies, oh, that's even more powerful than this. Yeah, there's a chance that the ranged attacks or the ranged defense of the cities might just creep out a little bit in order to attack my battleships. I should be okay. Battleships are pretty resistant to that sort of things. Oh, I should have done this before. All right, let's get the listening post done. 1 level of diplomatic visibility above. That now means we have an effective +3 combat strength boost. +3, +4, that's 7. If these things add up. Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? The battleship actually just got hit by the field cannon, which decided to move onto that tile. This is the only problem about attacking land masses with ships. Sometimes they can creep out, but it's okay. These 2 battleships are absolutely unkillable. That island is about to die a very blizzardy death. Oh, it's not mine. The color was so similar for a second. No, it's not mine. Another 500 gold. Can I get the pillage? I really want this great person. She's 13,000 gold. I gave up on faith pillaging because there's not enough of it, but there's also not enough gold pillaging. I could sacrifice that. Oh no, I was going to say I could sacrifice the privateer, but I can't. I couldn't do that, even if I wanted to. Let's just move you out. There's a mine there. That'll be something for me to pillage next turn. I guess I'll take the culture if I have to, but honestly, well, I'll move the battleship back and promote it. Now I've got rolling barrage, which means I'm attacking with a lot more strength. That is wonderful. And I'll just move you back a tile, kill the field cannon before it can hide back in the city, like so. Beautiful. The line infantry wants to swim around in the sea. You can do that. That's fine. I'll just keep luring all of the units out. I could do something very silly and trade all my gold for gold per turn, or, you know, the other direction. It just depends on whether or not we think that Mali is going to purchase Mary with gold or faith. I mean, they could do it. I mean, I don't really have much of a gold balance, but they are producing a lot of gold. Am I going to get my spy next turn? No, Siphon Funds is a little bit out of sync at the moment. What is my likely pillage income next turn? What's going to happen? I think I'm going to get another 500 at probably the maximum because there's nothing else. Unless there's a mine over here and I get lucky. I'm going to take the gamble, only because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. So I'm going to give 4 gold per turn for the 85 gold, 66 gold per turn for 1,400, 32 gold per turn, 679. So I've just traded all of these AI for all of their gold. We'll see if the gamble pays off pretty quick, to be fair. If the turn rolls over, what does Marley do? Do they just let Mary tick over, or do they spend the gold and the faith to do this? Oh, it's difficult to know, really, isn't it? Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm staring, which means it won't happen. As everyone knows, if you watch a kettle, it never boils, right? Is that the rule? I'm pretty sure that's the rule. It's not the rule. They saw me do that then. Fine. We tried. It was ambitious. It was very ambitious. I guess now I've got 11,000 gold to spend, so, there are worse things that could happen. Promote to rolling barrage, promote to rolling barrage, promote to rolling barrage. Oh, it's not bad, really, is it? Not bad at all. Would I have got lucky? Would I have got lucky? No. That is I think, culture pillage? Faith pillage. Oh, no, I wouldn't have had anywhere near close enough. Never mind. It's the Venetian arsenal. We're about to get seaports as well, so I'm hoping printing units is going to become very easy very soon. Oh, yes. I mean, some of my gold will be spent on armed units, but I think I'm saving my gold for planes at the moment because, let's be honest, that's always good fun. Most of my cities are building research labs, though, apart from these cities, which, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. They're just having fun. And we're happy that they're having fun. We're just happy they're around. That's the main thing. Oh, can we just wander in at this point? I think we can, Wha-bam! Look at that, advanced ballistics, just like that. What is the boost for advanced ballistics? I always forget that one. Build an oil power plant. Has this got an oil? Really? No, I've got the tech. Oh, it's because there's an improvement to Nalanda, but I have Nalanda suzerain, so I just took the city over and I got the 3 tech that comes with it. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Right, well, in that case, Victor, I believe you are enough to keep the city happy. Oh, almost happy. Let's now go to Santa Marta. Once I've done, pillaging it, of course. That is the main objective here. One must always enjoy the tastiest of pillage. Here we go. Look, the spec's up. It couldn't help itself. It just wandered out. Luckily, it doesn't do very much damage to a boat, which kind of makes sense. I'm miles offshore and I'm made of steel, and these are some people with guns. But we won't question that too much. Even though we have so many campuses, that's the first time I've made one that actually has decent adjacency. Oh, this game has been strange. Can I actually get to Santa Marta without being hit by that encampment? No, I can't. We're actually going to have to blow the encampment up. Well, that's a bit frustrating. Never mind. I guess we'll blow the encampment up. They're much easier to blow up than cities, so it's not too bad, but just a bit of pain. Oh, the pillage economy is real. It really is. Just everything I could ever need in a pillage. Honestly, where were you ages ago? Oh, all that gold. Could have really used you when I was going after the merchant that I wanted, but no, never mind. All right, you're following my battleships now, and you're being annoying. You're going to get blown up, and it's entirely your fault, okay? Back off. Learn respect. Learn boundaries. That's what I'm saying. I really shouldn't have put the spy in the city I'm about to kill. Oh, let's think about this. Okay, right, hang on. Instead, let's go and see what other commercial hubs there are. Really? This is the only city Marley's got with a commercial hub. What are you doing? Oh no, I've got 2 things selected. No, I'm being stupid. Don't worry. Okay, right, fine. Hang on. So we've already got somebody stealing that one. 2,100. This one's 1,300, 400, 500, 240, 222. Yeah, perfect. Let's send you over to there. Just got so much gold coming in. I mean, these spies are going to get killed at some point. We all know that. But until it happens, we won't think about it too hard. Mobilization. Listening post. Yeah, that's very important that you keep that one up. We can now make armadas, which is an exciting prospect, isn't it? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start buying battleships nearby and just sort of bring them over to make armadas near the front line. Let's stop bringing these spec ops over, okay? No, I'm not enjoying it. Not enjoying it at all. all. So that district is just refusing to die. I need to send a land unit over to defeat it, and I just can't be bothered. How much aluminium are we going to get, do you reckon? Let's have a quick peek. Two sources, one under a holy site, it's a good sign, and one in a city that I've just conquered. Well, the one under the holy site means that I'm getting a beautiful 2 per turn. That is already lovely. That means we can put planes into the sky, so advanced flight is a good idea, even if it's just a few planes. Hey, anything is better than nothing. It's going to blow the encampment up. I don't know if you need to... Oh, yeah. Okay, I think... it's still got zone of control. Does that mean it can still shoot? Its district and fortification health is down to 0. This is actually a test for me. I don't actually know if this is still going to shoot. We'll work this out together. Make this shot. 1, 2. Santa Marta's now going down. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. And then we'll take the battleship and we'll pull back. And we've got an armada. Another +7 combat strength. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, they're still buying things there, but I didn't get hit. So I think we're okay. Oh yeah, of course, if I buy the battleships in that city, they start with a promotion, don't they? It's handy. I'll do that a couple of times then. Okay, we've got the armada in now. That's doing very nicely for me. It's doing licely for me. I think I want lice in my city attacks. Steel tech boost was a failure. What is with these super spies? Come on. I know it says 9% chance of failure, but it should be better than that. It never does it properly. 1, 2, I think city is now down. We'll just, yep, Ironclad has the support of everything. Take Santa Marta, city's taken. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we can now just rebel and attack everything. It's like they're putting units into the sea to try and stop me from moving forward. Ursa doesn't like that. Ursa says no to that. I'm going to blow all them up. Still making armadas. There we go. Combined arm boost. Oh, I love the Chinese boost, I must say. The ability to get 50% rather than 40% on Eurekas is wonderful. It's got to be up there with one of the best abilities in the game. That, and I think the casual satisfaction of Macedon just picking up a 3 inspiration whenever you kill like a city, that's fun. That stacks so ridiculously towards the end of the game. Total war. War's a religion. Okay, forced modernization. I don't think that's really very good. Propaganda, I think, probably. I don't know what my war weariness is like. It's probably quite high. I don't know what sort of war they declared on me. -3 there. That is it. That's not too bad, you know? Yeah, that's it. Only -3 war weariness. I'll take it. That's fine. So Alhambra was what gave me the extra military card there, which is a very useful building. And as you can see, I've now got the Encampment and the city centre bombarding units. Again, that's quite hilarious. But now my battleships can all move in, especially now that I've got a lovely admiral keeping them company. And we can start to go, 1, 2, 3. This is just 150 damage. Look how quickly that's... Oh, yes. Ursa says that he approves drastically. There's advanced flight. Here is the mission. Siphon funds, 2,700 gold. Oh, you love to see it. But more importantly, now that I have advanced flight and access to 2 aluminium, let's just immediately go 1 bomber, some era score for that, and let's go 2 bombers. In fact, actually, I'm going to make 3 and 4. I've got a bit of spare aluminium. Oh, no, I'll do that next turn. But we'll go and improve some that we've taken over, which is a good shout, I think. And I'm going to just move Victor in, because Victor gets the double shot with Embrasia on the city, and that's really handy if we can pull that one off. Move up, get nice and personal. Look at that. Bam! Ho, 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 ho. Casa. Oh, nice. We've got Casa now. That's really cool. We move up. Poopian. Oh, I'm so immature, but that's a wonderful name, and no one will convince me otherwise. Bam, bam. Oh, yeah, damage. Damage is good. Oh, there's aluminium over on this island as well. The more we conquer, seemingly, the more planes we're going to have in the sky. This actually works well for me. Well, now that I've got super planes, I'm going to pick up rocketry so I can get some spaceports going, and then I think missile cruisers and lasers. I don't normally focus that, but I like my battleships. We're having a lot of fun this game. Why stop the fun? One thing I can do with this city, now that Victor is there, once he establishes himself, I can actually start buying things like cavalry corps and hopefully soon helicopter corps, actually armies I should say, and they'll start with a level which means they're half the way to depredation. I mean, you know, if you watch this channel, you know that I like a depredation like cavalry unit, because you can just run in, pillage something like crazy, and it's all fun. Oh, I took caller via loyalty. Thank thank you. That's Mongolia that gave that to me. And it's got a trade route. Oh, bless you. You did not need to do that, but I will accept your gift with open arms. Beautiful stuff. Right, the bombers are on their way to the front line now. As I said before, I'm just going to jump the gun a little bit and buy another 2. Four bombers, yeah. It's perfect. It's wonderful. That is a bad place to stand. Look at the amount of ranged attacks I get on it. Oh, another admiral. Hey, it's actually quite useful if you do need to just sort of pop some loyalty in a city. I don't think I'll have that problem. It's always nice to have an extra admiral. Alan Turing. I'm getting some really good scientists. That's the one thing that even with all the challenge limitations I put myself at the beginning of the game, I'm very proud of how much science we managed to produce and how many great scientists that gave us. It's really handy. Still, you know what, this entire game, like I know I've been obviously doing other things and progressing with the game, but my mind keeps wandering back to the Dark Age challenge and what we can do. It's a real mind boggler. I'm really having to think quite hard about it. It's engaged me. It's interesting. It's actually like, it's really like an earwormed me. What's the sort of puzzle equivalent of an earworm? Don't know what you call it, but I'm hooked. Really curious as to how I would like improve that. Poopayan? Nice. Oh dear, let's just, do I do a second shot? I don't think I even need to be fair. Let's just go straight in and take the city. Wha-bam. Loyalty is only minus 1.5. Oh, well in that case, Cartagena is my next target. 116 strength battleships. It's silly. And they're not even missile cruisers yet. Just you wait. Oh, Kilwa just got built and I was like 3 turns from it. Oh. Who got Kilwa? Oh, Brazil. Oh, dear. Oh, it's Razor Clock. It's not Razor Clock, but certainly it will be Conqueror Clock. That is without question. Going to sacrifice this builder to the spec op in order to get the aluminium. There we go. We can now afford our bombers. And I can double attack now. Haha, 1 attack, 2 attacks. Beautiful stuff. That's what you like to see. Well, in order to grab that city, I'm going to need something fast. Something very fast. I think, yeah, horses are cool. I don't know if I'm going to actually have enough horses for the cavalry. How much do I need? 45, so I need 11 more. You know what? It's late game. I'm assuming people are going to have horses. You know what? Let's buy some Mongolian horses. What do you want? What do you want for it? Oh, come on, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. 2,970 gold. It's fine. Doesn't matter. They've got a promotion. I'll just sort of make my way closer. We can get to Cartagena with no problem at all. I love being in the Navy. Do 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 do. It's the combined assault. That's what I love. Well, I think we'll start attacking 2 cities at once. This one is oh yeah, great bombing target, especially because I've got 1, 2, 3 bombers now in range. Past those bombers, taking a little bit longer. It's a slightly awkward flight path, but it's okay. We'll get there eventually. I did manage Mausoleum. It was still available on turn like 240. I don't know why the AI hasn't got it on a naval map. You'd think they'd have enough harbors to do it. Maybe I've pillaged all the harbors. Maybe that's what it is, but this is in my Magnus city, not my Pingala city. Still, always a welcome addition. Especially because I might even end up getting people like Tesla, which is good. I think Goddard is my target though. Yes, I might let Tesla go through and just pick up Goddard. Unless do I gamble with a bit of faith and just see who comes up next? Alto comes up next. Okay, we can let Alto go, but Goddard is who I want. Composite secrets on foot. Do it. Oh, for goodness sake. What is wrong with you spies? Oh, I know I'm not doing it optimally, but come on. It knows that I'm trying to have fun, and it's like, do you need to have fun like that? You sure about that, Ursa? And I'm like, oh, please let me. It's got a Ursa army now on top of that. Excellent. 81 strength, 79 strength. These aren't really combat units in the sort of traditional sense. I'm not going to be actually doing much combat with them. They're just running in and taking cities. It's kind of their like only job, really. Bam, bam. Oh, yeah. Walls are down to pretty much 0 now, which is good. And we can start attacking this city very slowly. I mean, we're already just sort of lining up a ring of cities around Bogota. Okay, they have treated themselves to a modern anti-tank army, which is why all of their cities have just jumped by about 30 strength. Oh, it's not a problem. It's just a bit annoying because now they insist on actually defending. Why? Don't do that. At the very least, I can attack that city, bring it down to 0 health. My cavalry is now crazy weak, but I can still attack and take the city. I should be pillaging, but until I have a depredation cavalry, I'm just not fast enough, so I'm not bothering with it really. We're just taking the cities, and that is giving me all the benefits I could ever need. Ooh. Oh, they have it CAD, don't they? Yes. That anti-tank army just took 127 fortification health off steel walls and barely hit itself. That is brutal. I might have to copy, actually. I have also unlocked anti-tank crews, so I could improve my city strength. And there's a little bit of gold. Thank you, Marley. Oh, there's a whole lot of gold. Thank you very much, Marley. That's awesome. Is that the best thing to do? I could do machine guns. Slightly less melee strength, but a better ranged attack for my cities. I'm on 77 strength, and yeah, I'll be honest, I could do with something a little bit better. So if I go machine gun army, 4,800 gold. It's very expensive, but I'll be honest, I'm stealing a lot of gold right now. So let's just have a look at the Angostura city just over here. It's on 75 strength. Now it's on 81. It's a little bit of an improvement, but it is an improvement, and that's what matters. Okay, that city is now down to 0 health, which means my Ursa can run in and take it. Professional sports, synthetic. Oh my goodness, look at all those boosts. So many boosts. Oh, what government do we do? I mean, democracy is tempting for this reason. Very much for that reason. However, one could say that the naughty government is also calling me. It's calling me fairly heavily. War weariness reduction, production towards units, 5 combat strength. 5 combat strength. Oh. What am I doing? Am I committing to a domination victory, or are we going for a culture victory? No. Science victory? Got the science lead, to be fair. I end up probably boosting Brazil even further, but they're just building tons of wonders for me. So I don't mind that at all. I really don't mind that at all. Maybe we just go for domination. I think it's where I'm getting my biggest advantage right now. So let's go for the naughty government. Let's go fascism. You know, I'm bored of spies. Machiavellianism is off. It's gone. It's banned. More voting. Okay. Furs was banned last time, so I'm going to go for that. We're going to discount or coal power plants because I like those. And this time I'm going to vote for my friend Mongolia. You never know. You never know what's going to go through. Coal, incense, Kingston. I got 2 points from that. That's not too bad, really. I'm on, what am I on? 6 points and the leader's on 10. Yeah, that's okay. I think we should be fine. I don't think we're at too much of a risk right now of anybody winning a diplo victory, but I will keep an eye on that. Here's an observation balloon. There you go. Now we can see Bogota. We like that. I'm just going to start pummeling the capital with all of my bombers whilst all of my boats just sort of scuttle around all of the edges of the empire. That's pretty good. We just took over a quarter of the walls down in one salvo. Beautiful stuff. You know what? For once, I'm going to actually spend the time to upgrade my bombers. Normally I save my promotions so that I don't have to heal them ever, but I mean, I just feel like doing something a little different today, you know? Let's actually promote my units properly. Also, look at this. This is another source of aluminium and sprawling empire. Oh, don't mind if I do. We also can start pillaging again. Oh, just little bits here and there. That's all you need sometimes. Just a little squeak of pillage, little snifter. That's always the problem. You move the units in, they get bombarded by spec ops, which just appear randomly. Oh, how rude. I'll tell you what I could do though. Oh, that's a tank army. Oh yes, I can just drive over people now. That's rather entertaining. Ironclad. Oh, I can upgrade to a destroyer. I'll do that in a second. But huzzah! Another city falls. And this one has some aluminium. All right, I just switched over to oil power in one city because I was so low on coal. So it now keeps bouncing between oil and coal. That's much better. I need to consolidate my supply of both resources. But for now, I feel like I've got slight energy safety. See how it goes. I think I've lost Brazil's religion all of a sudden. Have I lost the bonus? I have. Oh, Wars of Religion doesn't work anymore. Okay. Well then, I probably should buy some missionaries and some apostles and go and spread it to my own cities. That would be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Apostles, go. I was saving quite a bit of faith. I don't need to do that anymore. Let's just buy a few. Well, we've got a whole load of military policies now that we can choose. I like third alternative. It's more gold. It's more culture. It's all really good fun. I think I'm also going to take logistics because it helps my bombers shoot a bit further. It helps my units move around. Wars of Religion's not doing anything for us at the moment, but it will do very soon. Total War's good. Propaganda, I think that's worth having as well. Done. Let's have a look. Yeah, +5 combat strength for my bombers now. Excellent stuff. Well, we may as well keep nipping into cities, taking them one by one. Cali this time. And also this city to the north as well. The cavalry might take a little bit of a hit taking that one, but look at that. Conservation boosted, opera and ballet boosted, all of these things. Plus, more trade routes. There's a lighthouse there, and I saw another city needed a lighthouse actually. Where was it? Santa Marta? Yeah, that's the one. These trade routes are brilliant. I'm starting now to focus my trade routes, seeing as I've got so many cities, to my allies from my capital. That's where I'm building my spaceport. I think that's where I'm going to do the majority of my projects. Saying that, I could flip Pingala and Magnus around now. Which city has more production? 97 in that city, 123 in this one. Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to flip them around. I'll lose a couple of turns worth of, science and culture and all that sort of stuff, but it's okay. I don't mind that. Better we have everything sorted sooner rather than later. Every research lab that I build is a wonder building for me. Oh, it's looking good. Might get a water park in this city as well. Just looking forward to professional sports, really getting my immunities up, making sure all my cities are crazy happy. Brazil is a level 2 ally, as is Genghis Khan. It looks like Hungary might fall just short though. How many turns? 2 turns? Yes. So I don't want to let these alliances go to level 2. My next target is Mali. I can still siphon funds with them even if I'm at war, so that's all good. But if I declare war on Genghis Khan or Brazil, I'm gonna trigger a betrayal emergency. That's never very fun. Ugh, just having to fight everyone at the same time. Can't be bothered. Hello, Mr. Cavalry. I'm going to do a little bit of pillaging. Oh, Goddard. There's Goddard. That's what I was looking for there. Perfect. We'll be able to put our rockets into space a little bit quicker, but as you can see, look at that. Beautiful little pillage. Get the tank in. I need to use my depredation cavalry a little bit more. Bogota. Excellent stuff. I realize I've got a bunch of leveled units and I haven't named any of them. Dear oh dear. Right, let's go and do some naming now. Watch as I name the units and they all get killed in the same, in the same turn. That's what's going to happen. I like to put the names of the channel supporters on the units just as a little way of saying thank you. So thank you, Dad Tato. You have a cavalry army. Radiatore, a tank army, I believe you have. Better look after that. That's expensive stuff. This is a battleship armada and Polar Wola Bear alongside Dr. Bobby. You too. You need to look after this piece of kit. In fact, I might actually go and send you up to attacking this city. You've got a great general. By general, of course, I mean admiral. But yeah, 1, 2. We'll start knocking the walls off this city very, very nicely. RB Hedge, again, ironclad. This is a fleet rather than armada, but we might see if we can upgrade you soon. And that's all we've got for now. But I think my bombers are right. Yeah, they're not far away from being upgraded. So we'll get some more names in very soon. I think I've said this on previous playthroughs, but when you're taking cities and the person you're attacking and killing has steel walls, best thing you can do is immediately repair outer defenses. And then you can get the walls put up immediately. They start building really quickly and you can range attack from that city. It's very handy. 4,448 gold. Oh, that's a big spy. Yes, fair enough. You can keep doing that. Yeah, just one mission after another. That's wonderful. Well, somehow I seem to have picked up 10 aluminium per turn. I was only on, what was I on? 4 before. So I've got a spare amount of 5,000 gold, seemingly. I could save it for things that improve my capital, but I'm just going to pick up a couple of bombers, especially because it's in the Victor city, so they all start with promotions. Lovely stuff. Another 3,000 gold. My lord, that's a lot of gold. Especially when Dad Tato is just very capably organizing some little raiding parties in and out of Grand Colombian land. I love it. Oh, Wars of Religion has started working again. I thought that card would come in and out of action, but yeah, 122 bomber strength because of all of these bonuses I'm adding. Haven't even got to jet bombers yet. Very tempted to push for those. The Atomic Era. Oh, that's the thing about this challenge. It pushed into the late stages of the game, and I, for one, really enjoy that. Professional sports, beautiful stuff. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, that's a Dark Age for Gran Colombia. Terrible. Oh, do we just go crazy on spies because we can? Let's do it. I keep changing my mind on this. I mean, Heartbeat of Steam campuses would give me a lot of production now. To arms would be very useful. There's something about spies and the amount they're stealing from Mali, but yeah, time for offensive missions. Now, I know that it doesn't actually help at all on Bodyguard of Lies, but it's fine. We can do other things. We can do all of the other fun projects. Let's get Machiavellianism back in just to really enjoy it. And Einstein means my research labs are even better than they have any right to be, which is lovely. Let's just watch that go up. I'm on 409 science, 436. Beautiful. Merida taken. Lots of little island cities. These are all really good places for harbors, extra trade routes. That's kind of the main reason I'm taking these cities. Oh yeah, Quito's actually going to fall. I don't need all of my army here killing Gran Colombia. Like right now, I mean, this is overkill. I don't need any of these cities, but they're just so good. Plus, I can't take Dad Tato away. Too much pillaging fun. Look at all this. One more city. Let's reset all of the 20% production bonus across my empire and immediately just work on the food just to make sure that the city's not losing loyalty. Repair outer defenses, repair anything, get those city center buildings done, and go from there. Well, now that we've done a bit of trading, I am going to... Do we just attack Hungary now? I mean, of course we do. Right, we're going to denounce Hungary and we'll denounce Mali at the same time just so I can set up some good old wars with them. Maybe, if we're lucky, I can declare a colonial war, seeing as they're a little bit weaker than me, but we'll see how that goes. And professional sports means that I can take this city, which is right by my capital, and build an aquatic center, which should send over 3 amenities to the area, which is lovely. I can also put a stadium down. As you can see, we're already a quarter of the way to a normal age. Oh, you gotta love it. What do we want? Royal Society for bonus production towards the project. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Oh no, the world is flooding and a bunch of stuff has just been lost to the sea. Oh dear, so that industrial zone is now underwater. We've got to promote an improved luxury that's underwater. This isn't good. I have quite a lot of flat land. I'm gonna have to get computers quickly and build the seawalls as fast as we can. I'm maintaining my alliance with Brazil for now. It's quite useful, but I'm going to switch to a research alliance, so I'm getting a bit more science from all of my trade routes. I have so many to Brazil, it's mad. Yeah, they're all getting 2 science per turn now. Polar Waller Bear has confidence range finding, as does Dr. Bobby. Look at that. 4 attack range. Oh, it's very, very useful. Should be able to hit Mitla from... I'm going to try and liberate Mitla from Mali. It'll give me another science city-state that will be very tasty to have on side. Ooh, yep, the cavalry was killed. Was that... Oh no, that was Dad Tato, wasn't it? It was a very brief but very vivid flight. You know, you burned brightly, and just like Icarus, you got shot down by a modern anti-tank army. Hey, wait, hang on, is that how it goes? Maybe. I get confused with the ancient lore of the tales of Greek and Roman history. You know, it's all fine. Military much against me? No. Say it isn't so. Actually, this might be really good if Mali... Oh, I wanted Mali to declare on me. Fine, Hungary it is. Hungary doesn't have an army. Mali does. Mali has 1,674. I don't know what army it is. Oh, it looks like it's mostly navy, to be fair. Also looks like they might be able to just run into Brazilian land and pillage all the trade routes, which isn't very handy. So we need to be careful of that. But yeah, I think I'm happy with when this war kicks off. Whenever it does, it'll be very much in control. Matthew Perry grants enough envoys at the city-states to become suzerain of it. I am tempted to secure the very strategically beneficial Vatican City, which is actually right where I am. I'm going to go and do that. Bam. Lovely stuff. Okay, that is a great ally for me, and I can use my great people to spread a religion around now. Mongolia wants in against Hungary, though. Excellent. As long as my military ally is with me, feel a lot better about my chances. Computers and flood barriers. That's really handy. I definitely need a flood barrier, but also a drone. I can see now. I can see you. Don't mind me as my bombers just drop in and say, hello, how are you? Just a housewarming, just leaving you a little present. And suddenly Radiatore strikes and the city is mine. Mwahaha. Ooh, you're threatening me with the fact that my, units are close to your borders. Does that mean I can now declare a formal war on you? Oh, no, one more turn. I'm just waiting. We're still stealing gold. I would like to disrupt rocketry just in case. Siphoning gold is a lot of fun. Won't lie. Well, there's missile cruisers. I don't often get to use them, so that's quite fun. We'll go satellites just to get the next tech, and then we'll go for jet bombers, Mars colony, and we'll work out whether or not giant death robots are worth it from there. Got 6 uranium. So, the answer is probably yes. It's very rare to come up with a situation in my head where the answer to are giant death robots relevant, the answer would be no. I'm always tempted to say yes. Goodbye, Panama. Welcome to the Empire of Ursa. It's like any other empire, but a lot more pink. Ooh, that's a level 2 bomber. Welcome, Callumbilly. Again, ignore the sort of death rate of people that I've named units after thus far. It's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Oh, a territorial war with Brazil against Mali. That is the sort of deal I'm after. Yes, I'm going to lose a few luxuries here. That's not very good. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to do these things. Now, I've got steel walls up everywhere. I have very, very strong city defenses. I don't think I'm going to have any problems. Vatican and Brazil are protecting the route of most of my trade routes, but we'll keep an eye out for any pillaging that may happen. But whilst we're at war with Mali, I'm actually, this spy isn't as effective. It's only 648 gold, so I'm actually going to get a listening post in, and I'm going to get 2 levels of visibility because I've actually got a secret agent in this city now, which is pretty handy. Now, it's going to count as if Mali has a trade route with me at the moment, but that will shake off. It's currently showing I've got 1 level of intel above them. Oh yeah, of course. That's because they have the merchant that gave it. Oh yeah, okay. So that's good. That's good. The spy has actually negated the bonus that they were going to get. And now we do what we always do. We pillage. And it's not just all pillaging, There are medieval walls. Oh, Mali, you don't have steel walls. That is unfortunate. You are not going to be able to hold up this defense for anywhere near as long as Gran Colombia did. Nowhere near as long. Radiatore strikes once more. Stealing wonders left, right, and center. That's the best bit. Welcome Hardy. Another bomber needs a name. And Flying Thunder. Great name. Very good name for a plane, I think. Oh, the nuclear program. That all very much helps, doesn't it? Industrial zones and campuses giving me extra science and production. All of that's quite useful, but I really, really would like science foundations in now, just to get some more great person points. I think I just need a better government. I think that's what we need. Okay, yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. Oh, 4,000 gold I just picked up there from that spy. Wow. Don't mind me if I just steal all the gold from your empire. It was all just there for me to borrow, right? Dr. Bobby and Polar Waller Bear combined with RB Hedge, and we have made landfall. Mali. Yeah, this is going to go rapidly wrong for you very quickly. I'm just going to plop Victor in to help keep this city under control, and we'll now go and make landfall. In fact, what I'm going to do quickly is just buy a drone. There you go. Look, I can see Mittler now. Excellent stuff. 1 and 2. I'm also starting to make national parks. Anything to keep my population happy. That's what I say. Another governor. So let's go for Space Initiative. Excellent. Now my capital should be very well placed to put an Earth satellite into space. It's 4 turns. That is with 2 charges of Goddard, increasing it by 40%. I've also got the 30% from Pingala. We haven't got Von Braun and we haven't got Stephanie, so it could go a lot higher. I also haven't got the integrated space cell card in, which is 15%, and I haven't got the 20% from being ecstatic. We could be happier. We could always be happier, but in this case, we literally could be. Radiatore strikes once more. Well, there's Gran Colombia out. Well, that, if anything, stops Brazil from winning a culture victory because they're going to lose all their tourists. So, awesome. That's our first space project, the Earth satellite. I don't think it's going to discover much of the map, really, that we hadn't seen already, but it's the first of many projects that we need to do. Moon landing time now. Just switching over to democracy. I've got the fascism legacy card, so I'd rather get all of the trade route bonuses that I could get from Brazil. So that's what we're going to go for now. Just helps to push this city forward even further than it currently is. Lots of housing, lots of amenities. Democracy is definitely the one to get a space victory with. I think I mentioned this before, but Mittler, I will liberate. Too good a city-state, and it would be better if my helicopter wasn't dumped into the middle of all of this Mali territory, but I mean, honestly, what can you do? That is 9 envoys there, and I now have higher growth rate in my cities. I mean, that's pretty good. Here you go, quick government update. up to democracy now. And that's what we're looking like at the moment. We've got all of the extra immunities from Republican Legacy and New Deal, and Fascist Legacy there to give ourselves the combat strength. So all the best bits, whilst also turbocharging my spaceport city. I'm up to 253 production, and we're on +5 immunities as well, which is just lovely considering I'm still throwing trade routes in here every turn. There's the moon landing, and that gives me a ton of culture. Absolute ton of culture. Oh, we just gained several policies in one go there. I'll take it. There's the Mars colony. Up it goes. And there is Mali's capital. Because I took that and Hungary's capital, it means that I own every single one apart from my 2 allies, which is okay because Mongolia's capital is right on my new borders and Brazil's kind of has a similar problem. We've got options. Still looking for that 4th project, but as soon as we find it, we'll be laughing. This with Korolev is the exoplanet expedition. So there we go, 4th project in the air now. Huzzah! 1 light year per turn. We've got 50 of them to get, which, you know, isn't great, but we are now almost at off-world mission. 6 turns of tech away. Won't take long. I feel that in this particular example, Mongolia have chosen it themselves. They don't want friendship and minus 109 relationship score. Alright then, surprise war it is. Oh dear, Mongolia. Oh dear. It's a real shame that your cities are right on my borders, but, you know, what can we do? We just have to deal with this as it lies. There's one more city over there, and you can see, I think Hungary has the 1 city left now. Hungary's out of the game, just the 4 of us now. Oh, I thought I'd be able to game it there. Betrayal emergency, Pedro voted down on it. Oh, I thought we could get an early war. We've got to wait another whole 3 turns now. Terrible. Oh well, Mali is also now out of the game. That's their last city. I even took all their island cities. My navy was very bored. It was very, very bored. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. Off-world mission. Final thing we've been waiting for. Okay, cool. Right, terrestrial power stations. That's what we're going to need now. My city doesn't seem to be powered at the moment. That seems a bit weird. Why are you not powered? Some sort of bug probably. Terrestrial power station is done now. I hadn't even done that yet. I mean, we've got coal in great abundance, 222 of it. Very strange. I don't know what's going on there. There is a bit of a bug with these laser stations where you put them into the sky, and the turn you put them into the sky, it depowers your city, but as I say, I hadn't done any projects. Weird. And Brazil's alliance has run out. Yes, you are right to worry, my friend. No amount of fancy little shoulder pads will save you. They are amazing. They look a little bit like the sort of dangling things you would get above curtains, maybe in doorways. Radiatore, though, has just taken Mongolia's capital. Whoosh! My helicopter has an absolute straight line into Rio. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have the combat strength to take it. I've only got a few bombers this term. Luckily for me, they are jet bombers. Do I have every policy card on? No, I don't. Look at this. +1 immunity, integrated space. I mean, none of this matters. Get wars, no, not wars of religion. That's not what I want. Actually, I'll put it on just in case. We'll put fascist legacy back in now. Okay, only the fascist legacy worked, but you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. You know, something is telling me that my traders may have been displaced there. Look at those. Well, after all of that, 18 out of 50 light years, traveling 5 per turn, racing through the projects as quick as we can. It was the domination victory we took in the end. Betraying my allies at the last minute has never been so fun. Look at this, 89 strength Rio. It's nothing. It's nothing. I think we ended that game with 74 cities, I believe. There we go. Another victory. Oh, what a game. What a game. It went from such dark age depression to golden age glory, but let's just have a quick look at the rankings. Augustus Caesar, of course it was. Very quickly looking at buildings constructed, we did very well. Cities captured, way above 50. Founded, I founded the most. You can see my culture keeps up with Brazil towards the end of the game, but Brazil were doing so strong it kind of pinned out my attempt at a tourism victory. I was never going to beat them. Science, I was doing really well. Score, I'm also doing very well. Religions founded. Good, good. Never actually did found my religion. Didn't need to. All you need to know is that from this absolutely terrible start that looked a little bit like a Japanese continent when you actually looked at it, we created something glorious. And if I were to continue with this game now, I'd be spending about 15 minutes trying to figure out where all these traders were supposed to go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, though. This was a really, really fun game, and it was good to sort of let the seatbelt off and really get into the domination side. It was, oh yeah, a lot of fun conquering all of these territories. No one really stood a chance once we got going. Just goes to show, though, how much Golden Ages really power you through, and how much if you stick in a Dark Age, you really do suppress your empire. But I've got to go to the next series now. I've got to go right now. See you all later. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!